And welcome back, sons and daughters of liberty, and all of you haters. You know who you are. And you too, cat in the background. Anywho's, so I uploaded a video yesterday talking about my real world experiences, what I have read in medically reviewed, peer-reviewed articles, other information that's based on data and statistic numbers, and it was shut down. So, I'm not a quitter. I'm a winner. Let's move forward because we're not supposed to talk against the message. Anyways, good news. Who cares? Let's go. Calaveras CUSD, the California Unified School District Board, voted on November 10th to become the second Calaveras County School District to defy vaccine mandates. Number, mRNA shots. Okay. So, these people basically unanimously voted 0 to 5. I fucked that all up. This board voted unanimously across. Nobody voted in favor of vaccine mandates. They said, hey, the decision to what you do with your child lies in the hands of the parents. And I get it. There's some people on the other side saying, blah, 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 this is a safety hazard. I disagree, but so does this school district as well, okay? People do have a choice. And I'm a person that has been filled with so many different types of vaccines, traditional vaccines, not mRNA shots, that I could write you a story about all the needles I've been stuck with. 8 years in the Marine Corps will do it to you. People that have been in the Marine Corps 20, 30 years, they know something too. And you know what, Pfizer, I know I talked bad about you last time in the last video. I suspect you have something to do with it, and I'll reach out about you another day for another video. But I'm pretty certain other people bigger than me have already said that you, Pfizer, have had to pay some of the biggest criminal fines in history, specifically due to your malpractice. So if you're the reason my video got pulled, you can go kick rocks. Let's stay focused, people, on California. So the reason why they're pushing back against this vaccine mandate is because Gavin Newsom, he's just gone absolutely crazy. He doesn't, like, you want to talk about people not following the science. It's called virology, folks. Okay, Gavin Newsom, French Laundry, anybody? Gavin Newsom, misuse of funds, $1 billion to a Chinese, basically, company to build N95 masks, and where did all those go? Nowhere, really. Let's see here. Gavin Newsom. Oh, yeah. The prisoner's getting, what was it, $500 million in our COVID-19 relief funds. Yeah, I'm sure that will. Not to mention how the prison guard union also got raises and a $5,000 bonus for helping old Gabby get out of the fire. But anyways, I digress. So, Calaveras County has made a stand. They're not the only one. Let's take a look down here. 5 board members voted it. Okay. This decision follows after the Mark Twain, good old Mark Twain, living in spirit. Mark Twain Union Elementary School District became the first in the county to vote against enforcing the mandate last week. Now, why is this important? It's not just important in California. What happens in California, as we all know, spreads everywhere else. Because as California becomes more and more of a communist dictatorship, let's just use communist. As California becomes more and more communist, that covers it all. It's almost like redundant to call it dictatorship. As California goes more and more communist, everybody leaves. Everybody spreads out. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't really understand what's going on. So they take their politics, their opinions, and their policies, and they bring it with them, which makes it worse. So what happens here in California is important because it happens in the United States. Thankfully, people still here in California are standing up. I know many of them. They're out in the streets of San Francisco. They're out in the streets of the Bay Area, all over the place, all over California, Los Angeles, still pushing back against these insane vax mandates. And you know what? These people are healthy. They're fine. They're not jabbed. And you know what? They're doing okay. They're doing great. In fact, I actually want to get one on this show here to talk about them and interview them so I can help spread the message on what they're doing. Okay, so Gavin Newsom got blocked again, and I have a feeling this is going to keep building up. This should keep building up. You know why? Because good old Sleepy Joe, look at that little sad face. Little sad, Sleepy Joe. He too has had his vax mandate blocked. You know, the one that he was using, holding above business business owners, big businesses to harass and bully their employees in order to get the vaccine, get fully vaccinated. Yes, I've seen it. I've seen people be harassed because of it. I've seen people, I've had to stand up for people getting harassed. I've tried to talk to people. I've had to encourage people because it's true. It was being used as basically a bully pulpit to force people to do things that they really didn't want to do. All right, because remember, we're not allowed to talk about the message, so I have to be very vague, but you know what I'm talking about. You're smart. Okay, so OSHA suspends vax mandates following court orders and lawsuits. I know what OSHA is for. I was trained to utilize OSHA orders, okay? It was like a 2-month long, very, very boring class. At the end of it, there was like this top graduate kid that had like a little plaque, and he was so happy he got that plaque, but for all I know, he could be one of those people in OSHA. Anyways, I'm not saying it's OSHA, but it's definitely the Biden administration. The Biden administration announced on Wednesday, that was yesterday, that is suspending its rule and forcing private employers to vaccinate our COVID-19 tester employees over pending litigation. Surprise, surprise, this thing called the Constitution. Now, have there been events in the past where real vaccines were implemented onto people for actual, like, very, very deadly viruses and diseases? Yes. But the way that this whole virus from the China of unknown origins, it's China, people. Anyways, it has been so politicized that people are just absolutely tearing each other apart. Even President Trump himself at one of his rallies not that long ago went on stage, encouraged people to get vaxxed, and he was booed. And honestly, rightfully so, Trump. Okay? Don't try to push this thing. You've already caused enough problems. All right. So, but Biden, who's way worse, who's been absolutely using this entire health department, OSHA, everything, all the vax mandates, the COVID policies just as a hammer to beat people with. That's the problem. So, the Daily Wire, I remember when they said they were going to do it, was the first organization to challenge the rule in the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. The court was later chosen via lottery to consolidate and oversee the numerous legal challenges over the rule. And then there's a video going on. Oops. Oh no, I clicked it. On November 12, 2021, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit granted a motion to stay, and that's our good news right there, to stay OSHA's COVID-19 vaccination and testing emergency temporary standard. Now, OSHA, I agree with Ben Shapiro. It was never meant to be like a backdoor method to enforce basically tyrannical medical rules over the populace. Okay? They're the people that walk around with the little hard hats. They got the little clipboard, and they're like, okay, you don't have the logbook to show that you've been taken care of. All the little forklifts are... Or as Pfizer CEO would say, this is just everybody else is criminals. And look that up, actually. Yes, the Pfizer CEO calls me and everybody else criminals. And the fact that I have to re-upload his video kind of proves the point that this is a little insane. Okay. So OSHA was never meant to do this. That's why it's being challenged, and that's why it's being pushed back. Honestly, I have a feeling the Biden administration knows it, but they're just trying to keep pushing, push, because certain companies are helping them out in certain ways. Got to empty that wallet somehow, I guess. Okay, everyone, hopefully this one doesn't get knocked down. I don't think I spread anything medical misinformation. I am more than happy to back up everything I just said with facts, research, and references. That's what I do. Hope you guys have a great day. Tune in next time. Have a great one.